All right.
Thank
All right,
you.
Mr. Benjamin. You know, I beg to differ when you say this is not about politics, but fighting corruption in Delta North. And more, it's also very important to say that this is an important group, I suppose. You do not speak or represent every young person in Delta North. Having said that, another truth is that, you know, some voters see this as a choice between experience and continuity versus a fresh push. And interestingly, I have read a statement from some of your members who say the season of one-man rule is over. And according to them, this is more than 3 decades of virtually uninterrupted political dominance by a single individual over a people who deserve diversity, inclusion, and opportunity in governance. So I'm asking you directly, just because you're here tonight, why should voters prioritize continuity with Senator Okowa instead of returning to former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa? I mean, recently, former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa says Delta North people desire Anioma State to be created as part of the South-South geopolitical zone and not a block of the Southeast. Is this also because it's not part of the Anioma State agenda, and that's why you're coming up with some of these allegations?
Okay, talking about Anioma State creation, I can confidently tell you, as one of the critical stakeholders in the agitation for the creation of Anioma State, that we, the people, are Igbos. I am an Okwani man. I am an Okwani man, precisely from Obiaroko, the headquarters of Kwanli government area. We are Igbos. From the days of the First Republic, when we were in the Western region, we were being referred to as Western Igbos. When in 1963, Midwest was created, we were referred to as Midwest Igbos. From there on to Bender State, we were referred to as Bender. I believe all of these are facts that you are aware of. So when we are in the current Delta State, we are still being referred to as Delta Igbo. Now tell me, we carry the toga of Igbo, we carry the identity of Igbo. Our ancestry is obviously Igbo, even though it is not homogeneous. Is there anything wrong if we are reunited with our Igbo brothers across the Niger? Because what separates what you refer to as Southeast and Anioma is just the River Niger. It's just the River Niger.
All right.
So there is nothing that should stop us, if not for the politics of identity crisis, if not for the politics of who wants to get what. I see no reason why Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa should be opposed to the creation of Anioma State in the Southeast. We are Igbos. I am a proud Igbo man.
All right, then.
In Delta State.
All right, Mr. Benjamin, great place to leave this conversation, and I wish you all the best in this fight against former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. Thank you very much for speaking with me. Ofochi Benjamin Atagana is the convener of the Coalition of Delta North Youths. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I want to officially thank Ofochi Atagana, the leader of Delta North Youth Coalition Movement. Thank you very much for doing justice to this question. However, how I wish I am on that hot seat to answer some of these questions. You know, everybody is not an orator or who can speak fast to answer questions based on time. You know, some of us think that corruption is just the abuse of public power for a private gain. The layman definition, very simple. That is what it is. Using the power for the privilege of your personal gain. That is what we call corruption. That's why we can say that what we see from our politicians are corruption. But I want you to understand that corruption goes beyond that. When you are fraudulent, when you are dishonesty, when you are nepotism, when you take bribe, when you have cronism, there are different things for corruptions. But I want to talk of dishonesty. Yes, dishonesty. I find it difficult to believe that despite the fact that Okowa is not honest, so many people are supporting him. And when you want to ask such people what is the problem of Nigerian government, they will tell you leadership structure is full of corruption, but you are aiding corruption, you are part of the problem. No wonder they say democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. If the people support a corrupt person, the people are also corrupt. There's a way the Bible puts it, say, woe unto you who derive joys in other people's sin. And he say God will punish you too. So even those who clap hands, who sit aside and smile and laugh over people's, or derive joy seeing other people suffer. You know, there's some people that are happy with what Okowa is doing if Anyoma is not going to come. But I'm telling you that what we are doing is part of corruption. I said in one of my videos that if Okowa has known that after 2022, there comes 2024, 2 years later, when there will be this issue of Anyoma State, he wouldn't have said that he's an Igbo man in 2022. I can assure you. You know, that's why you need to be honest. Be truthful at all time. Because you don't need to start thinking what you said the last time if you say the truth. It is when you lie that after so many times you want to know. You just like that interview of Daniel Bawa, when they were asking that question. He said, did I say that? Because it is all about lies. He might actually say the truth in the last time, but now he came to lie. Then he was shocked that, oh, they caught me red-handed with this thing I said. And he was like, did I say that? Because it's all about lie. But if you have said the truth, you won't be finding it difficult, both you are in action and in oral defense of what you said the last time. Your actions and what you say will be commensurate. Your reputation in the secret, in the past, and in the future, and in the public will be the same. If Okowa has known there will be a campaign like this in 2026 that will demand him, you know, standing firm, because now Okowa is campaigning with the intention of telling people not to support Anyoma State, or that Anyoma State is only thing is in. He's campaigning against Ned Nwoko using Anyoma State, and he's saying it in a way that it will suit. He has watched people's reactions since they're talking about Anyoma State. I'm finding that some people are still sentimental not to be called an evil person. Some people are still sentimental, you know, not to identify with that. So he wants to use it to buy some certain people's mind and use it to campaign against Nedwoko, because he doesn't have anything he's campaigning with. He goes about talking about Anyoma State. What he could not say and what he could not dream, what he could not propose when he was a governor for 8 years. He has 3 senators under him. He has 9 House of Rep under him. He has 25 local government chairman under him. He has the SHD when he was governor. He has even a minister under him. You know, the Minister of State, which is Ibe Kachuku, under APC that time. He could not use all these forces in Delta State and say, look, let us achieve Anyoma State for ourselves. He did not do that. Then he was a senator for 4 years. He has 3 House of Rep under him. He did not see use them. He himself did not propose the bill. He was SSG. He was local government chairman. There was no time it come onto his mind. So suddenly, somebody came on board and said, this thing that our people have been fighting for, I think it's high time we do it for them. And the person started talking about it. And let me tell you, the reason why Anyoma State is still in the picture today is because Anyoma State is solving the problem of Southeast. I've said it time without number. There is no need for creating any state in any geopolitical zone. Southwest do not need a state. South do not need a state. North Central do not need a state. North East do not need a state. It is on Northwest do not need a state. The only place that need a state is Southeast. The 6th political zone. The last one, Southeast. So, by location, because we are proximate, by location, by historical evidence, by long-term agitation facts, by cultural affinities, by language similarities or by the same language and the same culture, we now have opportunity to ask for a state because we fit into the narrative or the problem they want to solve in the Southeast. So whoever comes to you and tell you he can give you a state in South is lying to you, because there's no need in this 5 geopolitical zone apart from this. So if you truly want a state in Anioma, truly, as Okowa is portraying it, you should come there. But the problem is this: why can't you go around and be telling people what you will do as a senator? You see, if Okowa enter any local government, any constituency, he doesn't need to use the normal state to campaign. He can tell they say, I was a governor, this is what I did in this local government, this is what I did in this village, this is what I did in this constituency. Is enough evidence to campaign with. But Okowa did not do any of these things. Why? Because he's corrupt. He played nepotism. You know, the one of the definition there said your ability to use the public fund to enable and reach the few and not for the public interest. This is what Okowa did. So some people say Okowa, you know, he made some people, which is like what Bola Ahmed Tinubu did, and people are shouting he built Lagos. That's what we are trying to portray in Delta State. But that is corruption its own. Because if the government of Okowa, you know, touches all of us, none of us will be denying it. Abia State people cannot reach tomorrow and be denying that Lesotho did not do work. Enugu State people cannot do that. Even Anambra cannot do that against Peter Obi. The politicians can say it, but the people will say no, don't lie to or against Peter Obi. We know what he did when he was there. That is the pure truth. But the truth is that Okowa did not see that his dishonesty about his identity will catch up with him. He did not see. Just 2 years later, the sins of the father. No, this time around, the sin of the man catch up with him 2 years later. And it's now finding it difficult because you say you're an Igbo man. Why are you against being zoned to the South? That's why that question the girl asks. In the last question the girl asked, I was expecting by Sofochi to, you know, to let the people, the world know. Okowa was the one who said he's an Igbo man. So why should he be against it going to the Southeast? That's the reason why I'm making this video. I wish I mean, I would not say, you are asking me a question, he doesn't want to go to South. You should, if Okowa come to this place, you should invite him also and ask him, you said in 2022 in the national TV that of course I'm an Igbo man, my name is Ifeanyi, I'm in the South. Why are you against joining your brothers in the South? Let him tell us. So that if he's not saying, yes, I'm an Igbo man, but I don't want to join the Southeast, he should tell us the reason. Is he calling them IPOB? Is he calling them Biafraud? Is he calling them scammers? Is he also denying that he's not Igbo? Or did he say he's Igbo then because of political gain? These are the reasons. You must have a reason why you don't want to join your brothers. Onchubo, and they ask me now, say, Onchubo has something good that will come for them, which our forefathers have been fighting for. And I'm saying no. I should have a better reason why. Besides, you should not be campaigning with it. Okowa should not be campaigning with Anioma State. It's not his making. He's trying to discredit Ned Nwoko for proposing for Anioma State. Oga, tell us what you will do when you get to that power. Tell us what you do as a senator that you did not do for the last 20 years you have been in power. Because you have been in authority since 1992. But let's use the last 20 years of you being close to the power of Delta State. Tell us what you will do now that you did not do the last time. Tell us. So you see, dishonesty is part of corruption. Nepotism, where you told women that came to campaign that they have married, they should go back to their husband places. But you went and bring your own daughter who has married Yoruba to come and campaign and even remove our own son. You remove an Eka son to put your own daughter. Nepotism in the highest level. If na Tinubu do this one, I will go they shout. As he said, Tinubu don't endorse deputy governor of Lagos State to be, not in son, as people speculated, in son want to be a governor. But not be true. But if Okowa would have endorsed it, Okowa would endorse his own son or his own daughter to run as a governor. He has done it. So there's no need of trying to tell you he will not do it, will not allow it. You people have allowed it. And the man has tested the water. Nobody questioned him. That is why he wants to test it again by him going to be a senator and lying to the people. So the corruption charges is not just him taking 1.3 trillion as the interview went, or as people alleged. Even for being dishonest is a corruption on its own. How do you tell the whole world that you're Igbo and then turn around to backstab the Igbos when they needed you to join them? Besides, no Southeasterners is coming here to contest with you. You still believe you are the Lord and big political gladiator in the whole of our Delta North. So if to say we even have the state, you can still come out and start campaigning that, oh, this is the person I want you to be a governor, in case you don't want to be a governor again, of course. Maybe because of the law or the policies of the day. You can campaign for who you want you to be a governor. You can see put your puppet. So why you afraid? What it's something that people are saying asking in the federal character. Why is it that those who are corrupt are afraid? They are the ones so fearful. That's what people are asking about Tinubu. You have 31 governors. Why are you afraid of free and fair election? Why are you afraid, young man? You believe you are the nobody can challenge. Even your so-called followers are always shouting nobody can challenge Okowa. Why are you afraid? If you have a normal state, bring your own candidate. Of course, Nedwoko will not contest. You self no, but bring your own candidate. Let him fight for. Use your own power to climb again, just as you do for Sheriff, so that you can still control the state. Why are you scared? If you are that gladiator, if you are that almighty, all-knowing, everybody. So this is, if your hand is clean, you won't be scared, you won't be jittering, you won't be shouting you want to go to Senate. You have something you want to cover up. Like I always said, you are doing this for immunity to cover you. The problem is that many of us are scared of saying what we know, because we believe that we don't know. Everybody is scared of his life with what is going on now. Everybody is becoming too careful this political era. May they not kidnap you, may they not kill you for saying things. Then I say, now you might kill them. Meanwhile, we cannot just keep quiet and watch you turn our constituency, Delta North. If the old Delta don't want to challenge the status quo, the Delta North turn it the small place where we are to your family affair, to your business. It's not supposed to be. I hope I've done a little bit explanation to people who don't understand what is going on, so that you begin to understand why we are against him. Not because Okowa is not our brother, or because we want him to rot in jail. I've advocated for Emefiele, but we know that what Emefiele did is not good. I've advocated for him. That is the truth. But if Okowa way of politics is to jeopardize what people like us are fighting for, what the common man will benefit, the political space that will be expanded for more people to come in, because what Okowa is doing is blocking, he's building walls instead of building bridges. He's trying to close road for more senators to contest under Delta North, for more House of Rep to contest, for more local government to emerge, for a state governor to be among us. He has been a governor. Another person could be a governor among us in the next few months, if the state is greater before election. Yes, that means Delta North could produce another governor and another deputy governor, and so many other commissioners will be ready to be running our own self-government by ourselves. It's just a nomenclature that we are called Southeast, but he knows that the dishonesty of him saying that Igbo will catch up with him, because all of us know that once the state is zoned to Southeast, if you like hit your hell on the wall, people will never believe you that you are not Igbo. Just like some people in Southwest are saying we are not Yoruba, but for the fact they are zoned to Southwest, people believe that those states there are Yoruba states. So that is the major problem. And everybody know that some Egalas in Anambra. But when they say Anambra is an Igbo state, nobody shouts Awilo. So why are you afraid? Even if you're a minority, you believe you are not Igbo. You can still have your governance. You can still have what you want in your locality. And ignore the bigger one that is shouting that you're Igbo, you're not Igbo. We have accepted that some people came from Olukumi, some people are Egala, some people are Benin, among us. We only say that majority of us are Igbo. We have never said that everybody is Igbo. We only say that majority of us are Igbo, and because of that, this place should be known as an Igbo land. Matter of here, Joe.